Dr. Girish Kumar Tuteja. Thank you for joining us in this event of Logistics Shakti Podcast. It's a pleasure to welcome you here for the event as well as for this podcast. So, given your extensive experience in supply chain, specifically in global supply chain, and the role which you're playing now in UFlex, I would like to start with asking you as to what are the challenges which we face as we speak now in the global supply chain, and what are the mitigation measures which you can think of?
When you talk about global supply chain and the disturbance which we have seen in the recent past, when I say recent past means during the last 2 years, it has started with the Red Sea disturbance when the complete this Mediterranean Sea was choco block container was not allowed to basically pass through that Suez Canal channel. Shipping lanes they have increased the transit time to Europe and US by you can say 14 to you can say 20 days, which definitely has thrown a big challenge to the manufacturer like us who has a larger customer base in Europe and US, although we have our own warehouse facility in Europe and US as well. But looking into the type of the manufacturing the product which we produce, which are used for the end customer, means flexible packaging. So they are the product which are used on everybody's daily life. So be it you can say the coffee pouches, your toothpaste, whatever you name any daily items. We are into manufacture of those. You can say the products. So the timely delivery to the customer is very important. Otherwise, the product will be out of the shelves and the customer will face you can say out of stock possibility in the uh, on the shelf at the store. So of course, there was initially a big challenges. What we have done, we have increased the stock by talking to our customer. Like there was definitely a shift from just in case, just in time to just in case strategy. So we have stock piled up little more stock at at our warehouse in Europe and US. Somehow we have started taking the breath from that situation. Now state of Hamas has come up because the vessels which are destined for Russia, particularly in Russia, where we have you can say just built up a new market, and we are shipping almost you can say 20 plus containers per month. So those in fact have got stuck up. Even we have the manufacturing facility in Dubai as well. So just to tackle the increase, because the tariff by the Trump administrator. So what we have started, you can say manufacturing facility in our Egypt and Dubai facility. So that somehow has given a big relief to us to cater to cater the you can say the additional pressure of the tariff which was imposed by that Trump's administrator. But now because of this state of Hormuz situation, that also you can say we are unable to you can say tackle it. Somehow we are you can say the what we have started now. In fact, moving the containers shifting from the main liner to the NVOCC who are basically moving through that sea channels just to just to you can say tackle come out of this situation this situation of the state of Hormuz.
So, can I say that this crisis in the last few years has increased your inventory carrying cost as well as your carriage cost?
Yeah, definitely that has increased. Apart from inventory carrying cost, the freight levels also has increased. So, which definitely have given a big dent to our, you can say, the total cost because the customer has not agreed to, you can say, give any kind of, you can say, the relief to on account of either, um, you can say, the increased rates or additional inventory carrying costs because we are situated almost, you can say, the longer distance from their local manufacturer. Although, in fact, the kind of manufacturing which we produce and type of product which we offer, that is having an edge over the local manufacturer. But still, cost matters. So that definitely has a big dent on our profitability.
So, what would be one thing which you would want India to prioritize now to have a mitigation for these kind of uh, global events? I should.
The government of India, they have already started some initiative by entering into FTAs. So yeah, Europe FTAs are already in pipeline. Probably, I think that will going to you can say the formalize will take by you can say beginning of next year or end of this year. Similarly, the other FTAs, which the Australia and other countries, the government of India is already basically have finalized Similarly, the more pressure which currently we are getting it from the US. So initial discussion, and the government should, you can say, that take a strong step to convince the term government to at least maintain the rate level, the tariff rate level, which was prevailing at those earlier days. That is what exactly we are looking at. Moreover, the disturbance which the shipping industry have seen because of the delays which has happened at the Indian port. Lots of, you can, the containers have already been, you can say, stranded at the port, and we end up paying the port cost or the detention demurrage. During the initial stage, you can say from 26th February to 8th of March, government has given some relief of asking the port operators to waive off the detention and demurrage cost. And ECGC also, they have said, or whatever the additional cost of the freight would be reimbursed, at least for this West Asia region. But but after that, there is no circulars, there is no mandate from the government. So we are looking for the government to give any such kind of relief as well.
I want to bring your attention to the global supply chains which is operating now from China or from other developed countries. How are they impacting the Indian manufacturing sector?
China, when you talk about, definitely they have, you could say, that little edge over the decision making. Our government is little slow. When you be it, you can say, in terms of you can say implementation of any, you can say, the incentives given to the suffered industries. So, or whether imposing any anti-dumping duty to any of the products which basically they are, you can say, they're exporting to any other country. So it takes a longer time for India, you can say, to implement the anti-dumping duty or safeguard duty for Indian exporter. So that is a little longer process. So in fact, in one of our products, the anti-dumping duty was there. We have chasing the government for you could say putting the anti-dumping duty on similar other products also, which we produce a lot. So I think decision making is a little, you can say, the weak at our end.
One question which everybody talks about is, data integration, integrated supply chain. How is this actually working on ground? Is it actually working on ground, or is there a lot of work to be done on this integrated supply chain piece?
On paper, definitely we have seen it's going perfectly well. Because when you talk about integration, it's end-to-end logistic. When I say end-to-end, means the moment the goods are moved from our place, from our factories till it is delivered. Visibility is the big challenge because they are different players operating. They are not integrated. They are operating in a different platform, so they don't share their, you can say, the inputs which can be transferred to other, you can say, the you can say the service providers platform. So when you want to see you can say, the movement of your cargo, traceability is a big challenge. So I can give you the one example. The cargo which is moved from our factory to the port, you have the traceability by putting a GPS on the either on the truck. From there, once the container is handed over to the custom, till it is on board, you have no idea. Once the container is loaded to the on the vessel till it is, you can say, reaches the destination port, you can always track it either from the AIS or from the shipping line. Shipping line, you can say, the website. Similarly, the other side of which is the other side of the, you can say, the journey, which is again disconnect. So you have to depend on different platform to get the information. So we are looking at one platform which integrate all these, you can say, supply chain activity to provide us the simple, you can say, one solution, which is missing, which is missing.
So, okay. What is that one key takeaway from this Logistics Shakti Summit and Awards, which you would want the policymakers to give attention to and work faster?
As I say, this Logistics Shakti platform is a good platform which have basically bring different, you know, stakeholder of the logistic in, you can say, the under one roof. As far the government is concerned, um, th- the FTAs which the government has basically have started initiated, they have to conclude at a, you can say, at a, you can say, the speed rate. So this is what exactly we are looking at from the government to work on the conclusion of the FTAs. Similarly, um, the shipping industry, the ship owners are normally controlled by the foreign vessels, foreign companies. Although SCI was there, but their stake in overall the fraternity was very minimal. So we wanted the government also to basically launch such kind, you can say one of its own, you can say the shipping company, which will cater to the needs of the Indian industry, like Air India was earlier there. Similarly, the one of the shipping line which company can promote with the help of the big players. So that definitely give an advantage to the logistics.
So, sir, to summarize our discussion till now, there are three key points which is emerging right now. One of the first things which you mentioned was basically the lack of traceability and visibility across, and you are going through multiple screens instead of one single screen to see where your products are. The second point which you mentioned was basically the government of India is slightly slow in terms of decision making and also implementation for whatever challenges which they might have this thing. The third which you are talking about is that you recommend that we have an Indian shipping a company which will take Indian products into the global markets, right? Because right now you say that shipping industry is being controlled by multinationals, and we do not have much pricing control or any kind of situation there, right?
Even if they give the preference to, you can say, their own countries, you can say also you can say the transit time to India to other countries, be it for Europe or US, that is larger than you can say higher than when you ship it from even China to Europe. So that's how basically we, in terms of, you can say, the movement of the cargo and having the access to the foreign market, that will definitely will give us a help if we have our own, you can say, the shipping industry.
So before we conclude this session, Dr. Tuteja, I have one question. Suppose you are given an opportunity to make one lasting impact in the logistics ecosystem. What would be that point which you will take? What will be that one decision which you will take to make that change?
So far, I'm saying, because being in industry for long, so one point which definitely can improve the total logistic operation cost. That is the integration of the different portfolio, different platform, which is currently being, you can say, operating. If one has the visibility and traceability, and the integration will take place, then this additional cost which the shippers or the importers they are spending on taking of the cargo, building unnecessary additional inventory, that will get it, and that will also help to file the prior you can the bill of entry or shipping bill. So that will reduce your total logistic cost, transaction cost. That definitely will come down. So integration definitely is one I'm looking at for, you can say, the ages now.
Oh, that's wonderful. So integration is a key sticking point, which requires urgent attention. Dr. Girish Kumar Tuteja, it's been a pleasure to have you here for the Logistics Shakti podcast event. Thank you very much for your valuable insights. And thank you for being a part of this Logistics Shakti program. And we look forward to more and more conversations and discussions with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.